So, if asked what I would do with the astronomical amount of funding in this point in my life, like in which direction would I go? So, the one direction that I would probably go in, no, actually, I would most definitely go in, would probably have nothing to do with my regular life. It would have everything to do with helping other people. What would I do? Y'all can excuse my hair and where I'm at with it today, because guess what? Ain't no curl, ain't no nothing. So just ignore that. We're going to talk about what I would do in my life if I had money that was not accounted for. So I would, if I had money that wasn't accounted for, let me tell y'all what I would do. I would have a group home for teenage moms. I would provide them with housing. I would provide them with education. I would provide them with childcare, um, parenting classes. This is for the teenage moms because I myself am a teenage mom. Like, I had my first child, my son, whom I love more than anything in the world. I mean, like, because, hey, no regrets. But I had my son at the age, I got pregnant at the age of 13. When I had him, when I gave birth to him, I was 14 in the ninth grade. I was 14 in the ninth grade when I had my first child. And um, so, although I absolutely do not promote teenage pregnancy, I'm not a person that's like, oh, hey, get pregnant at a young age, like blah, blah, blah. No. I was a virgin. I got pregnant on my first time having sex with a condom, a lifestyle condom that we had got from the clinic. It was called Stanton Center in Annapolis, like literally Stanton Center in Annapolis. We went in there, got these little lifestyle condoms, thought we was doing the right thing or whatever, and had sex for the first time, and then boom, I was pregnant and in denial because literally I feel like I was like 7 months pregnant. You couldn't tell me that I was actually having a kid, like a baby. I didn't understand that. So I feel like what I would afford people, young girls, is the education. I would definitely want to afford them first with preventative measures. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that would never happen. Like, because nobody should be getting pregnant at 13, 14, 15 years old. Like, no, I'm never going to say, hey, let's go out here and get pregnant. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I would actually, if in the event that that did happen, would I be out here talking about, oh, get an abortion, kill your baby, blah, blah, blah? No, wouldn't be doing that. Was that done to me? It absolutely was. Did my mama stand 10 toes with me? She absolutely did. But anybody else could not understand that, hey, having a child kill a child at such a young age would literally destroy the child. They didn't understand that. But my mama did. And she gave me a choice. And my choice was to keep my baby. So I kept my baby. And I feel like if I had unlimited funds, what I would do is actually help young girls, you know what I'm saying, who needed guidance, they needed help, they needed someone to be there for them. So, with that being said, I wish I had some money. Like, if I had some money, I would help these girls. Like, I would be out here because right now, having a child at the age that I had a child 32 years ago, I think he's 32. Lord, I don't know, child, because I done had kids since then. I love my babies, but I had kids since then. But back then, when I had that baby or whatever, yeah. So, what I would do, I want a home. Like, I still to this day, like, I want a home. Like, I want to be able to help these girls like get ahead, like these young girls. And it doesn't even matter, like, I made a conscious choice to actually have sex at a young age. Some girls don't make those choices. Some girls are raped, they are, you know what I'm saying, like, prostituted out, they are trafficked, and they end up pregnant, and this ends up being their lives. Like, I wish I had the resources to help others who may be in the situation that I was in, or they may be in a situation that, you know what I'm saying, like that was not mine, but was like 100 times different. Anyway, I was just having one of those moments tonight where, one, I can say, hey, after all that I've been through, my children are good. My 30 something, because I can't think if the child is 30. He 32. He 32 because it's 2026. But so if I can't think like what my 32-year-old son, like I was listening to my granddaughter the other day and I was on the phone. These are my son's kids or whatever. So my oldest granddaughter, she was on the phone talking to my youngest granddaughter, and they had like one of their little friends on the phone. And my oldest granddaughter was like, "Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't come to my house or whatever." She was like, "Because my dad sleeps, you know what I mean, during the day because my dad works nights. So you have to hang out with us over the weekend." And then my youngest granddaughter was like, "Yeah, because my uncle sleeps during the day because he has to work. So you have to hang out with us on the weekend. And I'll be at my cousin's house, my uncle's house." And I was thinking, because I had resources, because I had my mama, because I had my grandmama, because even after all the BS, I did still have my dad and the resources that came from having my dad. Like I did, I had a whole village. And if I had all the money in the world, I would want to be the village. I want to be the village. I still want to be the village. I wake up wanting to be the village. I actually go to work every day, and even in a management position that I'm in with young girls that, and it don't have nothing to do with being teenage moms and stuff like that. I still want to be the village. When they call me for like the little questions or the big questions or the big answers or the small answers, I want to be all of that for them. Why? My mama was that to me. She was that to me. And then all the people that were connected to her were that to and for me. So if I had unlimited money, like I said, I would be that for everybody. You can see literally just talking about it, I get a little choked up, little choked up. But yeah. And if you know me, because people that do know me, they know this ain't just talk. I give you the shirt off my back. I give you, you know what I'm saying, a room in my house. I give you a ride, a car, and I'm definitely gonna feed you. I'm feeding anybody and everybody. Like seriously. But yeah, I don't know. I was just reflecting. Because even with all that, like all I've been through, like I have 5 kids. 3 that I birthed, 2 that, you know what I'm saying, were given to me through marriage. And I actually have some other kids too. You know what I mean? Like I got all that. Like all of that. And I'm just thankful. Anyway, I know I'm rambling. I just felt like rambling tonight. So it is what it is. But happy Sunday. Let's get this week started. Big ups. Y'all grateful? Because I'm thankful and I'm blessed. Peace.